Hey everyone, it's Laura Myers for CMS-Connected. I'm here with Bryan from Kentico, here to give us the inside tips on Kentico 11. So I know that it features some major improvements. Can you tell the audience about what those are?
Hi Laura, thank you for having me. There's some tremendous features that are coming to Kentico 11, some really exciting changes that one of the things we did with this particular version of Kentico is we really got a lot of feedback from the community. So we have user voice, which is our kind of ideas.kentico.com, which is where actually the community can enter things that they would like to see changed in the product. And then we evaluated many of those to decide what the roadmap was for Kentico 11. So this was a process that started probably a year and a half ago when we were planning Kentico 11. But the biggest thing that I want to make sure everyone knows about is how many of those ideas we actually made it into the product. And these ideas basically focused around some significant e-commerce changes, the ability to do some exciting things that took a lot of custom development in the past when it comes to e-commerce, things like delayed capture and the ability to have brands and categories and these kind of unique things that a lot of other e-commerce solutions have, and we recognize that that was an area that we could certainly improve our product on. In addition to that, we have some really exciting changes that come with the email building capabilities. People are used to best-of-breed solutions where they're doing all their email marketing, and we didn't want them to have to go to another platform to do that. We wanted them to stay inside of Kentico in order to achieve these results and to build out their emails, but still get the same experience that they're used to. So we brought a lot of these best-of-breed capabilities into the platform for that. And in addition to that, as if that wasn't enough, we actually have a good bit more. We've extended a lot of the other areas of the platform by way of our technology partnership program. Some changes that basically allowed us to connect Kentico on the MarTech map with a lot of these other best-of-breed solutions. So now, through this technology partnership program, you can integrate with things like Salesforce, Dynamics CRM, Marketo. So there's a lot of exciting changes and capabilities coming to the platform, and they're all going to launch on December 11th with Kentico 11. So I'm excited. Hopefully everyone else is. Well, we'll get there.
Yeah, and you mentioned some improvements to email marketing. How will those enable companies to have just better marketing campaigns?
Well, like I said in my previous answer, we saw that there's a lot of best-of-breed solutions for very specific tasks, and email marketing is obviously a well-known one, and every marketer in the world is used to using email marketing and some best-of-breed solution to drag and drop and design these emails, understand how they're going to look, and really make sure that they're entering their content as effectively and getting the results as much as possible on the email marketing that they're doing. Well, with Kentico 11, we actually brought all of those things into the platform. We now have a drag and drop email builder for managing and creating your marketing content. We have in-browser demoing or previewing of how that email is going to look in both a desktop view and a mobile view. We have the ability to set pre-header information, which allows you to make sure that how that shows up in their inbox is obviously what you want it to see and looks as effective as possible. A lot of companies will use third-party templates for email campaigns that they want to do. We actually have a process in place so you can very quickly and easily buy an email template off the web of whatever design you like, drop it into our new system, and then be able to manage it and add dynamic content. And that's probably one of the biggest capabilities, because everything I mentioned, again, is in a lot of other best-of-breed email marketing solutions, but what they don't have is contextual information inside of your Kentico site. And with Kentico 11, you're actually able to bring in things like, show me the top 3 articles in this email issue, or I'm actually going to look at you on a persona level, understand that you're interested in these 3 articles, so I'm going to send you the top 3 blog posts by page views for the specific persona that you are in to make sure that this content is focused as accurately as possible. Because really, when it comes to email, you want the experience to be very fluid and very intuitive for the marketer, because they're the ones that are obviously creating the content and they need to be able to do it effectively. But really, in the end, you're email marketing for a reason. You're trying to get results. You're trying to effectively communicate with your audience. And these tools, we have new reporting to allow you to understand the journey that someone went through as they interacted with the email. What links did they click? When did they click them? How did they possibly change their persona as by the action of clicking these marketing links and content that you have as part of your messaging? So it really helps you understand how effective was that email that you just sent.
Yeah.
These are all capabilities that we piled into Kentico 11, and I think it's going to result in some really exciting changes for the marketers in the community. And again, it's going to allow them to understand how effective they are with their campaigns.
Now, personally, I'm a big fan of e-commerce. Whenever there's a new release, I'm like, what are the e-commerce capabilities? So I'd love for you to kind of give me an oversight of what those are with Kentico 11.
With Kentico 11, we have some really cool e-commerce stuff. I'm not going to lie, some of it is pretty hardcore technical stuff, but we basically have changed the way we store a lot of data. So on the back end, we've made it much more usable and much more universal in how the data is stored. Now, I won't go any more into technical than that. I'll keep it at just that level. But that's a big piece because that's actually something that people requested on user voice. It was actually one of the requests for us to change how we stored this data. So it's in a much more user-friendly, usable decimal format. Outside of the technical aspect, we can do some really exciting things like delayed capture. So as many of your US audience knows, it's actually illegal to collect payment for something that you don't ship.
Yeah.
It's actually illegal to do that. And a lot of companies and a lot of systems are actually quite prohibitive, and their only integration is to collect the money immediately when a transaction happens within the site. So in Kentico 11, we're bringing the ability to get the authorization for a particular purchase, but if it's something you're going to ship at a later date, you can not get sued, or you won't have police busting down your doors. You'll actually be able to capture that payment later. So that's another big feature that's coming. And then lastly, we're giving a lot of new capabilities in the way of how you categorize products. And really what that comes into play is we have some unique discounts, things like gift cards and vouchers that have been enhanced in version 11. But now you can actually start saying, you know what, I want to put all my TVs on sale, but the Samsung brand, I may not want to put them on sale. And with this new categorization and brand configuration, you're able to really customize the e-commerce experience to fit whatever business needs you have as part of your e-commerce store.
And in your first answer, you mentioned connectors, which I know is a big buzzword right now in the industry. So tell me about the ones, kind of elaborate on the ones that you already sort of mentioned as Kentico 11.
Right, as a company, Kentico, our flagship product, Kentico EMS, we really want to be this all-in-one solution to fit every need that everybody has. But inevitably, there's other systems, whether they're legacy systems or a company just may already be ingrained into a different CRM like Dynamics or they're already used to Salesforce as being part of their pipeline. And in an ideal world, they'll come over to us, but that's really not the way it goes. And really, if a system is a best-of-breed solution and it really fits the needs better than something else, then absolutely you should be able to be using that. Because the goal of your business is not just to use other people's products, it's to achieve your business goals. And if these tools allow you to do that, we at Kentico, we want to make that as easy as possible for you. So we've used our technology partnership program to really extend a lot of capabilities of Kentico in version 11. Specifically, we have Dynamics CRM connectors going to be built right out of the box. What that means is you're going to be able to use Kentico for all your content management, that digital experience platform, to present all your content and obviously track them through the online marketing and sales and e-commerce or whatever features that you want to have as part of your site, but you're going to have this seamless integration back into Dynamics CRM, so you can continue to use that for all your customer relation management and your tracking of leads and scoring and whatever features of CRM you decide to use. You'll actually have that integration built right into it. Same thing with Salesforce. Salesforce is a very powerful tool, and to take them on at what they do best is a challenge. Instead of taking them on directly, we actually used another partner as part of our technology partnership program to build you this seamless integration with Salesforce so that you can continue to use both solutions. And that's really the mindset that people need to have is, never use a tool just to use it. You're using it to achieve, some business requirement that you have. And we want to make that as easy for you as all the tools that you want, along with Kentico, which we hope is your favorite content management tool and digital experience tool. But these connectors actually allow you to do that very easily.
Well, those are all the questions I have. I think you've given us a really fantastic overview of what's to come.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you for having me, Laura.
Oh, you're very welcome.